Welcome to What's on the Wall, February 2024. This is the first official video for my new YouTube channel that I'm just starting up just for fun. I'm going to share some things. Figured I would start with something that became rather popular, surprisingly, on one of my Facebook groups, and that is my showcase wall behind me. My showcase wall is a wall where I theme every month and showcase some games that I'm going to play that month. And then I play through them and have a lot of fun doing it. It also helps me rotate my games through. Started as a solo only venture. And then in the new year, I decided to up the game a little bit and make sure that there were some multiplayer games so that my wife and I got some games to the table as well. So let's start. This month's theme, I'll be honest, when I started kind of planning out my themes for the new year, I thought there was going to be about 5 or 6 games on the wall. In fact, I believe I purchased one of them that one of the people on one of my Facebook groups was talking a lot about and had been on my radar for some time. And it was on sale and I bought it thinking, oh, that'll be good. I can add another game to the wall. And looking down at the games I'm about to show you, when I started putting the wall together, I realized I had a lot more games in this category than I thought I did. So let's get to it. This month's category is interesting dice. So this isn't just all my dice games. There's about 8 more games that could be on the wall if this was just all my games that just had dice related mechanisms or mechanics to them. These are games that have dice that don't have pips and numbers on them. They all look kind of cool. So I just thought that was a really interesting thing. It's also going to help me clear a lot more games off of my shelf of opportunity. So let's see what's on here. First game, The Fox Experiment by Elizabeth Hargrave. It has some great dice that you'll be using to breed your foxes. So let's put this on the wall. The next game, a game by Rob Smigilski, Lewis Shaw, Jamie Gray, and Dan May. That is The Gig. It's got the dice in this one are really cool looking. They all look like musical notes. You play in real time and end up creating music with your dice. The next game, the one that I bought for the wall, not realizing I had so many games, is Shelfie Stacker by Shem Phillips. The dice in this game act as your board games, and you're trying to put them onto your shelf. The next one, also a new to me game, Terraforming Mars, the dice game. I backed this one on Kickstarter by Jacob Frixilius and Daniel Frixilius. I know I butchered those names, but so the dice in this game represent the resources you're going to be using. Back this on Kickstarter and plan on getting to the table very quick. And the final new to me game, even though it is making its second appearance on my showcase wall, it did not quite make it to the wall the first time. Imperial Settlers Roll and Write by Ignacy Trzewiczek. Yeah, I really should not be trying to announce the names of the creators. I am butchering those horribly. In this game, there are 4 dice. 3 of them are resources, and 1 of them represents your workers. Oops, that one's going up here. Next game, another Kickstarter game that is also making its second appearance on my wall by Malachi Ray Rempin, is Roll Camera, the filmmaking board game. In this game, the dice represent different things you would see in filmmaking, like cameras and microphones and lighting and art. And you're making films. The next game is more of a fun, whimsical game. And this comes to us, I'm not sure who it's from. It is Dice Capades, and this is the second edition. We have the first and second edition, and it's just a really fun game. We played the first edition again on our New Year's Day or New Year's Eve day challenge, where we just play a bunch of fun games that we have. This version has some picture dice, some letter dice, some dice that represent the suits of cards. So it's a nice fun one to get up and play. The next game is one of my earliest favorite games, still one of my top roll and write games, and that is from Pandasaurus by Brian Lewis, David McGregor, and Marissa Masura, and that is Dinosaur Island Roll and Write. In this game, the dice, not only do they look really cool because they're slightly transparent, like a yellow transparent to look like ember, but they represent the DNA. They represent, you get your roads to build your park, to be able to move around your park. You get coins to build stuff, and you get your rides and other buildings. So really fun game. I know this one's going to hit the table quite often. Next game, making its second appearance on the wall. Oh, Dinosaur Island. It's the third time it's been on my wall, so pretty popular one. Fleet, the dice game. In this game, you have dice that represent things you're fishing for, as well as buildings and other things that you're building. So this one's making its second appearance on my wall as well. A lot of repeat games this time. The next game, another roll and write here, making its second appearance again because I had a roll and write month, is Railroad Inc. In this case, the Deep Blue Edition. You have 4 dice that you're rolling to build your roads and railroad lines. And then with this version, there's 2 sets of expansion dice. There's dark blue dice, which represent rivers, and light blue dice that represent lakes, which adds a little variability to the gameplay. The next one, there's only 1 dice in this game, but it is a push your luck game because you want to keep on trying to get more stuff, and that is Trash Pandas. My wife and I were introduced to this game on my birthday last year. We went to a gaming restaurant in the Denver area, Denver, Colorado area, and we really enjoyed it so much that we bought it, and we've introduced it to some other people, and they really find it fun. It's a really fun game. Like I said, there's 1 dice. All 6 sides are different, but the dice rolls let you know which discs you can take, which gives you the abilities of what things you can do as you are trying to collect different cards. So really fun, really silly game. This one, easy one to get to the table pretty quickly. And last but not least, Catan, the dice game. 6 dice that represent different resources as you are settling Catan. So there is the showcase wall for this month. Just interesting dice. Like I said, if it was all my dice games and big dice games, there could be a lot more up here. I've got 8 more that could be up here if it was just dice games. But these are all games where the dice don't look like just regular dice. They're all interesting. They do different things than just move around or count numbers on them for the most part. So there it is. Interesting dice, February 2020.